This is Dan Davies from AbleLink Smart Living Technologies with another 4-minute tutorial on AbleLink WayFinder. Today we're going to take a look at the route playback settings, part 1. So let's get started. I'll go into settings on WayFinder by tapping the circle in the top right, tapping the icon in the top left to select the route settings category. As you can see, there's quite a number of settings here, so I'm going to split this training session up into a couple of sessions. So first, let's talk about the in-range distance. By default, it's set to 50 feet. What that represents is how close you are to a waypoint before the waypoint will trigger the instructional picture and audio. So for example, looking at this map with each of these red pins representing a waypoint on a wayfinder route, as you approach the pin, the in-range distance indicates the number of feet away from that pin before that waypoint triggers. As I change that, if I want to have the waypoint instruction show up prior to where it is currently showing up, and now that will cause the picture and the audio prompt and the vibration alert to show up earlier. The second setting in the route playback settings is the out of range distance. What that indicates is as you travel past a waypoint, if you don't hit the OK button to have the waypoint picture and audio go away, you can simply let them go away on their own. The out of range distance indicates how far you are past that waypoint before that waypoint will go away on its own. So if you want the picture and the audio to continue to play for a longer period of time after you pass a waypoint, you simply increase that distance. So in this case, as you travel past this waypoint, when you get to 500 feet past it, then that waypoint will go away on its own. The third setting is the not your stop threshold. This isn't a distance value, this is actually a speed value. So 15 means 15 miles per hour. A not your stop waypoint is a special type of waypoint that will only be presented to the user when the vehicle they're traveling in arrives at the location and also is traveling at a speed of less than the not your stop threshold. So if the bus slows to a stop, for example, I'll put it at 5 miles per hour. If it slows to a stop and stops at that location, then the not your stop type of waypoint will be presented to the user. If the bus does not slow down and it's continuing on faster than that speed and it does not stop at that location, then WayFinder just simply ignores that instruction because it is not relevant given that the bus did not stop. The not your stop waypoint is useful for individuals that might habitually get off at the wrong stop prior to their destination stop. An example might be, let's say at their destination there's a Starbucks out the window and they key in on that Starbucks, but as they're traveling on the trip, there may be other spots where the bus stops and there happens to be a Starbucks out the window as well. They may get distracted, the bus comes to a stop, and when they look out the window, they see the Starbucks and they think they're at their destination stop, but they really are not there yet. So they accidentally get off the bus at the wrong stop. The not your stop waypoint allows you to present a picture and an audio to warn the person that this is not their stop and that they should stay on the bus. It only fires if the bus happens to stop at that location, and if the bus does not slow down to stop at that location, then the not your stop waypoint is just simply ignored by the system and it does not need to present that message. So it is a useful feature for individuals that might prematurely get off of the bus at the wrong stop, and this feature can be used to help provide them an instruction to say, no, you're not there yet, please stay on the bus. I'll talk about the rest of the route playback settings in another session.